Bishop turns to Satan. CC Snake so horny. And Disney Westworld on today's episode of 1, 2, 3 Jokes!
Jokes! Welcome everybody to 1, 2, 3 Jokes, the competitive comedy podcast where we take 3 stories from the news, write 3 jokes about each story, and decide who has written the funniest jokes. My name is Jeremy Martinez.
My name is Ricardo Leone.
I'm Bob Timmons.
I'm Carly Kastner.
And I'm Aaron Kraft. Do I sound far away?
Our resident judge. No, teeny tiny Ricky, you don't sound far away at all.
You're so teensy. I could do this on my screen and capture your head.
You don't sound far away, Rick, but you look so cute, you little thing. Look at you.
You're so teensy.
Too bad we can't modulate your voice to be like, you know. Hey, do I sound far away, guys?
Okay, you guys, I can tell you something that happened very recently.
Here we go.
Okay, so as you all know, because I texted you all, I'm collecting contact information for my wedding, and it was instead of asking everyone to text me their addresses or compiling it myself, I thought, okay, the easiest thing to do is I'll just send out like a Google form. And even if I have your address, you're just going to fill it in yourself. Save me a million hours, right?
Yeah, that's what
selfish, but okay.
You guys all responded. And by the way, I'll get to Ricky's response in a minute. But Aaron had the most frustrating response.
Frustrating. Wow.
What a surprise.
I'm curious.
I texted Aaron and I said, can you fill out this form for me? And I sent him the thing and it's for my wedding, right? And Aaron said, you still need my email? Like, which was the weirdest response to that.
No, I said, okay. Do you still need my email?
Right. Question mark like that. Right. And I said, what? I'm trying to send you a save the date for my wedding, bro. And then I realized that I had asked Aaron what his email address was in April of 2020. And he never responded until then. And he thought over a year later, I was still waiting for his email address to send him some audio files for the show. So that was Aaron. And then I basically said, no, the text message you just responded to was from April of last year. What I'm asking you for now is for my wedding. And then he asked me when and where the ceremony will be. Instead of just waiting.
Who's the lucky fella?
Okay, I'm being mischaracterized here. I don't even know how she's characterized.
I'm reading the text.
I said, yeah, no, I was like, oh crap, I didn't respond to your email from a year ago, so I was just making a joke, like, oh my gosh, sorry. I was is my indirect apology.
So listen, before Aaron tries to defend himself, I also want to point out that I told him when the wedding was, and it's not until May of next year, okay? And then Aaron said, sorry, I'll need more than 6 months advance notice. May of next year is like 9 months away, so I wasn't sure what mental state Aaron was in at the time.
Yeah, okay, and then, so what did you write after that? What did you write?
Are you high?
Yeah. So because on my little 4-inch iPhone
dick.
Yeah. Say it with me now.
Because I misread March and May, somehow I'm on drugs now.
I mean, I am, but...
Okay, and then obviously when people were filling out the form, there was an option to put like Mr. or Mrs. or whatever if you wanted. There was also an option for rabbi because I know some rabbis and invited some rabbis. And Ricardo completed the form with Rabbi Rick Hard-O. And then when he decided to add a +1, that was very frustrating because he didn't include a last name. It was all very frustrating.
Dr. Victor Von Doom. Didn't I put Dr. Victor Von Doom?
Well, it says the real name now, but yeah. Originally.
Excuse me. You want to judge my relationship, Carly? I'm not
I'm not
invited to your
judging.
wedding
Oh, no.
if I bring my doctor boyfriend over.
He's totally under a soapbox right now.
I know, what a bitch.
But you'll be surprised to know that even though I only invited like 2 rabbis, like 20 rabbis are.
That's why I don't invite any rabbis to my events.
We're gonna have so many rabbis, so many doctors, and so many honorable judges. It's like the perfect Jewish event. Doctors, the lawyers, the rabbis.
I can't wait to come in there and fuck shit up.
Yeah,
Bob Timmons.
Yeah, I responded as schlub Jeremy Martinez, right?
Shlomo
I don't
Jeremy
want no
Martinez.
schlub. Schlub is a guy.
Well, anyway, I can't wait.
That
for
did
next
not
year's
finish
speaker.
college.
I'm not changing them. Like people will get their invitations and their save the dates with the names that they thought were hilarious. So
And
keep a
then-
lookout.
Yeah, that's what I'm really excited to see, those invitations with Dr. or Rabbi Ricardo and Mr. Von Doom.
The
Mr.
man
Ricardo.
that reads it, he goes,
Just wait,
no,
please.
this man is definitely not a clergy member. This can't be.
I started to do a joke thing like that in the response, and I was like, I'm fucking tired. I just
I can't wait for someone at the door to be like Orthodox, legitimate Jew rabbi being like, I'm Rabbi Hardo. I believe I have a ticket to this wedding.
A ticket.
Rick, very funny. Take off the mask.
What? This beard, it's real.
tragedy today.
What about those little
Wedding.
curly things? What are those called, Carly? Those little curly things?
Payas.
Payas. And grab it
Hey.
by the payas.
Trying to have polite conversation with Carly, but she got all weird about it.
Shut up, you fucking burnout.
Aaron, this is your intervention.
Okay, round one. Spanish bishop resigns to pursue relationship with satanic tinged erotic fiction author. Xavier Novell became Spain's youngest bishop in 2010 at 41 years old. He was also an exorcist and such a big fan of conversion therapy and opponent of abortion, euthanasia, and gay marriage that he was considered extreme even by the church itself. But in a major shock, Novell has left all of this behind to pursue a relationship with psychologist and author of satanic tinged erotic fiction, Sylvia Caballol. Caballol? Caballol?
I think it's Caballol.
Caballol.
Something about a horse.
Yep.
Sylvia, something about a horse.
Novell's surprise resignation for what he claimed were just personal reasons was followed by him meeting with several times with the Vatican officials, with Vatican officials, as well as the Pope himself. The reasons become a bit clearer now that Spanish news sites have reported that he had fallen for Caballol's author of books. This is a weirdly written sentence, sorry. That he had fallen for Caballol, and she is the author of books like The Hell of Gabriel's Lust. Ooh.
Ooh.
To give
I
you a
hope
peek
it's in hardback.
Ooh, it is.
Oh.
To give you a peek into one of
I
Caballol's
hope it's
works.
on tape.
One of the books is described as follows. The reader is promised a journey into Satanism, madness, and lust, and a struggle between good and evil. God and
Kind of
Satan.
like Yoda. And the
God.
struggle between good and evil.
God and Satan with a plot to shake one's values and religious beliefs. Novell's religious beliefs seem to have been well and truly shaken by Caballol's fiction, since he's apparently now trying to find work as an agricultural engineer.
Oh,
the
no.
church- yeah,
Oh,
the
that's
church is
what?
keeping silent, calling his resignation a strictly personal matter. While some believe the bishop gave up his job because of the sexy Satanist, others conspirize that the once exorcist is now possessed himself. Church colleagues told Spanish media that they believe Bishop Novell had been possessed by demons, with one saying that this was not a problem of celibacy, but rather of infestation.
So wait, this guy's supposed to be an agricultural engineer now?
He wants to be.
Isn't that just a farmer?
Yeah, he wants to grow bud, bro.
Like satanic bud, though. It's like a different strain, you know.
Aaron, you know what we're talking about.
That would be the best like strain. It'd be like, dude, this strain comes from this like weed grower who used to be like a clergyman, but then he gave it all up to be with this like fetish like novel writer. Some sticky shit, bro.
The Devil's Kush.
He's like, Dave's not here, man.
Jesus Christ.
It's agricultural engineer. I don't know what that is.
Your David smokes cocks in hell. Smokes cocks.
Smokes pots. Your mother smokes pots in hell.
Have you been smoking the pots?
It's our second episode with Your Mother Sucks Cocks in Hell.
We've talked about
I learned it from watching you, Mom.
We've talked about compilations on this show before, but I think we could have a pretty long compilation of your mother's. What is it? Really? Your mother's
Compilation of your mother.
We can have a mother's compilation for
Your
Mother's
mom
Day.
wants a long compilation.
Who's gonna go first in this?
Hey, I'll go first.
All right, here we go.
All right. His priesthood only lasted this long because everybody knows that you're still celibate as long as it's only oral and with someone in a different spiritual realm.
I'll go next. I don't like the way Xavier's girlfriend treats him. Always poking him in the butt with a pitchfork and cackling about it. It's not right.
Kinky sex with a woman, gay, which is something I'm against. So I accept my resignation. Thank you.
I accept my resignation.
I knew you'd catch that.
You caught the one flaw in that joke.
No, it's not a flaw. It's built in there. I did it on
It's
purpose.
built in.
I accept my resignation.
We are all made and perfect, just like Ricky's joke.
It's a perfect joke. I meant to do that.
The flaw.
It's the perfect joke.
But Ricky's original sin was trying to put words on paper and then read them.
Jeremy?
So it's not normal to perform an exorcism butt naked while playing smooth jazz in the background?
What?
Yeah, erotic exorcisms.
Oh, I see.
Erotic action.
Triple exorcism.
Come on.
Just as Xavier was about to give in to Sylvia's temptation, he shouted, "Get behind me, Satan, and do that thing you described in chapter 4 of that filthy book of yours."
Look, I was clearly possessed by a demon. I found myself. What's that, babe? Yeah, demon between my legs. Oh yeah, hell yeah. Wait. Shh. So, anyways, I'm like way holy, and what? Oh, holy! Oh man! Oh my boss, you are dirty.
Oh my boss.
Oh my boss.
I thought you were gonna say,
Perfect
babe,
joke.
you're on fire because you're burning in hell. I don't know Latin, but come to think of it, the sanctioned exorcism incantation probably shouldn't include something about demonium dominus succum et fuccum.
The bishop is anti-gay, anti-abortion, a believer in conversion therapy and exorcism. This Satanist is really slumming it.
This isn't the freakiest version of life imitating art. Remember that time that God wrote the Bible and then all that stuff started coming true?
I liked it.
All right, well, we'll see if our judge likes it. Aaron Kraft, what do you think?
I did like that one. Life image. Good. Let's see. Jeremy's first joke was kind of a groaner. You still
Not a shoner?
If you
I
do
heard
it
he's
right.
kind of, yeah.
Groaner, not a shoner.
I think you want a moaner, not a groaner.
still celibate if it's oral or in the spiritual realm.
Come on, my
That's
tits.
messed up. I did enjoy erotic exorcism, even though I don't think that.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I did. Mm.
A little in college.
And a lot now.
Once I got good.
And then Bob's triple exorcism. That was probably the riff of the day right there. So that was funny. This
Can
is
we get a riff of the day graphic going?
Yeah, I think we should.
riff of the day.
Ding, ding, ding.
Well, it needs to be a guitar riff.
Yeah.
I wonder who could do that. I don't know. And then I Rick's jokes were weird, but in a weird way, they were funny. Like, I accept my resignation and oh my boss. But somehow we're all giggling. So I give everybody a point. It was good.
I'm really proud of my demonium dominus succum et fuccum.
Oh, that, yeah, I wrote domino on that one.
Domino.
That's hungry.
Oh, you mean checkmate?
Oh, I got the munchies, Carly. Thanks. Small
You're welcome.
so will you?
Wait, did you say that it's a three-way tie, Aaron?
Three-way tie.
Wow.
Mm.
All right. Well, let's hit round number 2 then and see
From the
what's
back.
there. Yeah. Let's hit it
Call
up.
it the Devil's Three-Way, right? What's it called?
Yeah, when we all tie, it's the devil's
Devil's Triangle or something.
It is as I foretold. My plan is coming together perfectly.
All right. Let's hit round 2. Let's hit that round 2.
The red light really works for that, Rick. Just to say that.
Yeah, you do look like an evil genius working in their laboratory.
Like a cute, tiny little genius.
Little teensy little genius.
I was
Okay, round
working
2.
in the lab and podcasting when my
Okay, round 2. Sea snakes attacking divers are just trying to get laid, scientists say. Sea snakes that have long been known to attack human divers are probably just on the prowl for sex, according to the authors of a new scientific paper. To back up a little bit, yes, sea snakes incidents are something that can happen. A venomous creature known as the olive sea snake, which inhabits tropical coral reefs and can grow up to 6 feet long, have been reported to have attacked human divers unprovoked, which, even if the snake doesn't bite, can put divers in danger by understandably throwing them into a panic, notes the researchers in the paper published in Scientific Reports. The researchers reviewed available data on sea snake attacks and noticed some interesting things. The quote-unquote attacks mainly involved males during breeding season and occurred in the midst of activities like sea snake courting rituals or 2 rival males fighting. In fact, it's just a lovesick boy looking for a girlfriend and making rather foolish mistakes. Herpetologist and study co-author...
boys will be boys.
That's my joke.
Ah, shit.
Sorry.
Herpetologist and study co-author Rick Shine explains the snakes have somewhat poor vision and are seemingly launching themselves at divers in an attempt to find out whether they're suitable mates. They just go. Hey, there's a big thing over there, and I'll just go check if it's female. He said, adding that once the snake realizes his error, he typically leaves. That's why it's recommended that if you find yourself in this unpleasant situation, simply stay calm and allow the snakes to investigate you with its tongue. Shine also noted that sea snakes move so fast, you probably won't be able to get away anyway. And trying to fight is just likely to make the snake more aggressive. So don't.
Keep calm and dive on.
I'll go first.
Oh, that's my shitty joke.
They also, excuse me, they say to let the snake, quote, investigate you with its tongue, the snake equivalent of just the tip.
Bachelor number 1. If I were the shin of a tourist scuba diving for the very first time, what would our first sleepover entail? Well, first I'd investigate you with my tongue, making sure you were oh so not calm. Then I'd thrash myself all over you, praying to God that you were somehow a snake vagina. Ooh, kinky.
I like it.
Snake vagina.
I guess I could see how I could be mistaken for like a newborn sea snake, maybe. I mean, the ocean is pretty cold.
If you're accosted by one of these snakes, it's basically just a lovesick boy looking for a girlfriend. In other words, boys will be boys. What are you going to do?
Unprovoked? Did you see what she was wearing? Limbs.
There you go.
This is why Ricky dives with a sign on his butt that says "Hot single sea snakes in here."
That's why.
It's
No other reason.
It's so well thought out for something Ricky would do.
Yeah, don't worry, divers. That huge poisonous snake isn't attacking you, just wants to fuck you. Feel better?
If this happens, you should yell fire. Nobody comes to help you when you cry snake.
That's a good point.
And Jeremy, do you have another one?
Yeah. At some point in the attack, the snake will realize it's been catfished and will get excited because it likes to fuck catfish.
Had some Norm Macdonald influence in this.
I did. I very much did have that in my head when that's awesome. Rest in peace, Norm.
He stole his jokes.
He doesn't need them anymore.
You won't need these where you're going.
Your jokes, Jeremy, in the fucking Grim Reaper costume. You're not gonna need these.
Hey, my jokes.
Speaking of the jokes, Aaron, did you like them?
I did.
All right.
Yes. I liked Rick's limbs joke, his second one. And then I liked Jeremy's Ricardo has a sign that says hot single sea snakes in his butt. Did I get that right? Did I paraphrase that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Aaron, it was perfect.
And then, you guys like the catfish one, but was that a Norm Macdonald joke or was that Norm Macdonald?
In the style of,
so it was ish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Norm-ish.
No, it was good. It was a good joke. It was an original joke.
But it was definitely like a Norm
cadence.
influenced joke.
Mimicry is the best form of winning this.
Thievery.
Yeah, thievery.
And Bob's just the tip joke was really funny too, the first one. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to give a point per funny joke. That gives Rick 1 point, Jeremy 2, Bob 1. So total, Jeremy is ahead by 1 point. So
2, 2, and 3.
Yeah.
The Devil's Pentagon.
I had to get rid
Pentagram.
of my background. Having Jeremy licking the back of my head was getting too much for me. All right. Well, I guess
know, it works
it's
for
really
me.
It's not what your mom said.
Your mom said exactly the opposite.
that it was not enough for her.
Not enough.
Jeremy,
Lick my daddy's head more. Lick your head more. Lick your head more.
Jeremy, not licking the front of my head is not enough for you?
Well, what's the opposite of Jeremy? A good-looking, charming man.
Oh.
Yo, bro.
Gross.
Whoa, man.
You say gross or bro?
Bro, I was like, that's so mean.
Yeah, you're normally so nice to Jeremy. What's going on?
Yeah. Fuck you.
He's
dicks.
my Tom Brady to my Gronk.
He keeps throwing that in there.
Just every fifth episode. I think after a few episodes, you can recycle jokes, right?
I'm also trying to understand why you make yourself Gronk in this comparison. Like what?
Oh, am I Tom Brady? Okay, he's Gronk. I'm Tom.
No, neither of you are Tom Brady.
No,
It's
I'm,
Both Gronk.
I'm the deflated football. He is Tom Brady.
It's a wicked good metaphor either way, bro.
You see how Aaron just like throws himself at Jeremy's feet? He's like, I'm just a deflated football to you are Tom Brady.
No, what he's saying is that Tom Brady cheated with the deflated football, just like Jeremy cheats by having Aaron as the judge.
No, or Tom Brady cheats by using a Norm Macdonald style football.
Deflated?
All right, fuck this.
Okay, round three.
That got real weird.
Round three. Disney World or Westworld? Theme parks' robot plans have people freaked. Some find the idea of a theme park full of hyper-realistic, free-roaming robots a little unsettling for some reason. A viral New York Times headline published recently asked, "Are you ready for sentient Disney robots? Are you?"
Yeah.
Based on Twitter, the answer so far seems to be no.
I mean, no.
The Walt Disney Company is in the process of developing hyper-realistic free-roaming robot versions of beloved characters to populate the grounds of its park, labeling them sentient, maybe jumping the gun a little bit, as the idea of robot sentience is, to put it mildly, complicated. But the creations are slated to have cameras and sensors.
Well, you know what I'm saying? Robot cinch is a little complicated. It's I'm not touching that with a 10-foot pole. Who, a robot cinch? Yikes.
But the creations are slated to have cameras and sensors that let them make on-the-fly choices about what to do and say. The Times also described an existing 3-foot-tall robotic Groot that can respond to a person's actions and demeanors. And yes, Bob, I know what Groot is now because I've seen Guardians of the Galaxy. But while Disney executives see the bots as a way to intrigue younger generations and stay relevant, some people are more apt to see them as objectively terrifying. By the way, I just want you guys to know that this isn't new. They had like a dinosaur in the animal kingdom like 10 years ago that was doing this.
What?
Anyway, they had like a dinosaur, an animatronic. Yeah, all right, the jokes.
All right, who's first?
Rick?
Me, I guess. First, they absorbed the Muppets and then the Marvel and Star Wars universes. Now, Mickey has turned his monstrous hunger on our reality, and with an army of robot slaves. Well, we're not going to let them take this world. Avengers of non-Disney owned properties assemble. Captain Crunch, Deputy Dog, the girls from the Facts of Life.
I mean, you take the good, you take the bad.
Woo!
So one day Pinocchio bot will be sentient and try to become a real puppet, trying to become a real boy?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
I thought that was my strongest joke, but okay.
This is not looking good.
This is not looking good.
I thought it was so cute. I couldn't stand it.
I think my ball just deflated.
Oh. Me?
Hopefully that other one can hang in there.
I'm still here.
No creepy robots, please. Just giant animals with humans trapped inside. Thank you.
Wow, I'm really excited to interact with the giant robot that can communicate. The only way of that can only communicate with you by saying, "I am Groot." Imagine the possibilities of that interaction.
That is such a good point.
I'm a Disney Imagineer, and we want to put 600-pound free-roaming machines that learn emotions and react to provocation amidst lots of children. 600-pound, super intricate machines in the humidest place on Earth. What could possibly go, oh, it just went wrong?
Sentient robots forced to work at Disney theme parks will make for a great Pixar movie one day.
We're ending on a bang with this round, aren't we?
Well, now Disney can have the zippity doodah guy robot and just blame it on him.
Like that. Maybe robot Ariel won't get upset when I wait in line 25 minutes to ask her what she's working with behind those clamshells.
Oh, you're
Gross, Jeremy. God.
Jerk. You wait in line to tell her that?
To ask her that, not tell her.
To ask her that? Well, yeah, because she's not going to respond to you. That's so rude.
That's why I'm hoping I'll do better with robot Ariel.
No,
Don't look at this stuff. It belongs to me.
the thing is that Jeremy didn't even wait in line for that long because he got a fast pass. He paid for it.
I schedule my inappropriate encounters.
See, this episode was Jeremy's to lose, and I think he's done it.
Might have done it.
Soon, the visitors to the park will be replaced by robots. Nerdy, childless robots in their mid to late 30s. And that'll do it.
That's
right?
it. Yeah.
Aaron Kraft, do we have a winner of this episode that's not Jeremy?
Three-way tie.
I haven't done the math, so I'm going to get back to you here.
I haven't added 1 to the numbers, either 2 or 3 before.
I must be on drugs, right, Carly? No.
Why would you bring that up?
I didn't say you were like tweaking or on heroin or meth. I just suggested you might have been high the moment you texted.
March and May on a tiny screen. Okay. Rick.
How tiny is your screen?
About as tiny as Rick right now.
It's
Is
4
that
inches.
Ricky or is that April?
April, March, May, Ricky, they all look the same.
All right, so best joke was Jeremy's clamshells. Okay, that was
What? No, it wasn't.
That was
knew
the
it.
grossest joke and the worst joke I've ever heard in my life.
loved it. Loved it.
Oh, no.
Now, what does that say about Aaron? I think we all know.
I liked his delivery on it just went wrong. So his second joke. So number 2 and number 3 were good. So that's
Okay, show of hands. Was number 3 good? Huh? No?
well.
How many hands can we-
judge? It's my call.
Yes, it is.
All right, so I'm giving Jeremy 2 points. Rick nailed all 3. The girls from the Facts of Life joke was funny. The robot that can only say "I am Groot" was funny. Y'all laughed at that one. And then,
Also, it's our fault.
it kind of, yeah, actually.
I want to challenge something though. Earlier, Bob had the riff of the day, but I actually thought Jeremy's riff, based on the facts of life, the good and the bad, I thought that was a pretty good riff too.
That's cute.
Fine.
That gets the riff of the minute graphic.
If it was a girl from Facts of Life, it would be Rudy.
Tootie, you mean?
Rudy. No, Rudy.
Rudy. Bob.
I don't think there was a Rudy.
Fucking hell. Well, actually, Rick had a zippity joke too, which I forgot the joke.
Oh no! Wait, no, he did mean Trudy. It just was really small.
I thought there's a Rudy. Is it Trudy?
It's Tootie.
Tootie. Oh man, I thought
Fresh
I got
and
that
fruity.
right. I was thinking of that little footballer that played for. Okay, sorry.
Is it Facts of Larf? Do I have that one wrong too?
I was thinking of the character Rudy from the movie Rudy.
Yeah, the football guy, the midget.
My favorite was that little football guy on that show.
Okay, back to
Who's
judging.
your favorite Avenger? The little
God.
football guy.
Rudy, I think, from the movie Rudy.
Rudy. He would be on the team. I don't think that's a Disney property.
It might be though.
Aaron, could you please get back to judging?
Yeah, I tried. All right.
Could you pause Rudy for a second? And then...
Rick's third joke, zippity. I wrote it down. Y'all laughed at it. So
Dippity Rudy.
I'm giving Rick 3 points for getting 3 funny jokes. Now on to Bob. Bob also had a clean sweep. The human trapped inside joke, his first one was really funny. Sentient bots forced to work at Disney would be a great Pixar movie. It was very clever and funny. And nerdy robots, I thought, elicited a chuckle from everybody. So 3 points for Bob, which I think makes this a 3-way tie.
Again?
Oh, just a thing that Staten had planned.
That's the ultimate
three-way.
devil's
It's
triangle.
the devil's triangle, yeah. So I don't know. Does anybody have an extra joke they want to share?
From this episode or from like 2008?
Does anybody want to tell a joke?
Give it to Bob for having the riff of the day.
Okay, who says Bob riff of the day?
not gonna vote for that shit.
No.
All right, it's been determined.
It's
Bob
3-2.
is the winner.
I don't like this voting system where Carly's just been stupid.
Well, I'm sorry, Ricky, but you wanted Jeremy to win that episode? We had to do something.
Also,
I wanted to win the goddamn episode. What are you talking about? I could have won just as easily, you jerk.
Also, Ricky, did you vote? We
had to do something.
can't see your little hands from here.
It looked like you voted.
Hey, Rick, I want you to look at Bob's rectangle. He looks so happy right now. Let him have it. Let him have it.
What?
It's just a green screen smile on that stupid face.
The facts of life.
So you remember that lyric. All right,
Rudy.
congratulations.
Congratulations, Bob.
Thank you. I
did it.
appreciate it. Carly Kastner, I'm looking at you right now. Do you have any burning questions?
Ooh, me? Yeah, I do. Okay, so I'm thinking about that last story about the sentient beings. I'm thinking,
Arby's.
what?
No sentient being would think our.
I need some roast beef. Goodbye.
We got the meat. Boom, 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 boom.
I am programmed with Arby's.
So what I want to know is,
I've never seen a robot have diarrhea.
of all the theories about like artificial intelligence, okay, which one do you believe? So for example, like there's a part of me that maybe believes in like the Matrix theory, that we're all really in the Matrix, or that we're actually artificial intelligence. We just have no idea that we are. Like, have you guys seen the movie Free Guy with Ryan Reynolds? It's kind of about that.
No.
Oh my God, it's
Charlie,
so cute. Are you kidding?
In my hand, I have a blue M&M and a red M&M. Which one will you choose?
Probably
They
both.
They taste exactly the same. The colors are.
You would
Well,
think
then-
that, you fucking sheep.
Yeah, you fucking Matrix liver.
I just watched you eat both of them.
Oh, don't eat both of them.
Oh,
What if like Neo took both pills and he's like, no.
No,
Oh, God
Shit.
damn.
guys, is there another the one we can talk to?
Yeah, the other one.
We get the two. The two.
Yeah.
His name is Watt. It just rearranges to two.
That's a deep cut there, Jeremy.
What was the question? I'm sorry.
Like, do you guys believe in any of the theories of human existence being like not what we generally believe it is?
Like programmed aliens, programmed with genetic code.
No, I mean,
Yeah, I believe in that shit.
Like you're a brain in a jar somewhere.
Yeah.
Just like being zapped with like an electric dream.
like our universe is in a little marble on the collar of a dog.
Or
Or
like
that we're
we
dreaming
exist
right
as
now?
a podcast floating along the airways. Our good ship, the RSS feed, driving us
It's the good ship.
See, that I liked. I liked that one.
I guess I'm open to like alternate universes. I don't know.
along.
I like the idea of parallels, like in Rick and Morty. I think that's a cool idea.
There's
like
an interesting.
A universe where what's different, Aaron? What have you thought of?
Oh, like I just imagine moments where I make a major life decision, like the other Aaron goes like a parallel spins off with another Aaron making that decision, and then I'm here with the one that I made.
What if I didn't smoke that fat joint?
What is
The
that
other
called?
Aaron's like, bro, we smoked it too.
Then he looks at his hand. He's like, it's too late. Is it?
Or did I? I can't remember.
What is it called? The Fermi paradox? Is that what it is?
What?
The
What
Furby
is
paradox?
The Fermi paradox. What is the Fermi
He's the
paradox?
dancer from that band, Fergie.
No.
Oh, Fermi?
I don't
It's that dancer, Fergie.
Black Eyed Peas. She was the one that didn't really make sense in the group aesthetic.
Hmm.
No, okay. I guess the Fermi paradox is basically saying, like, if aliens did ever inhabit Earth, they were already here. Like, that already happened.
Yeah, I could go with that.
I guess like I don't necessarily subscribe to any of these theories, but I'm not really opposed to any of them. I guess I'm agnostic when it comes to these.
Sci-fi.
Yeah, I don't know. Are there any theories you're like, fuck you, that's bullshit, and that's a stupid idea, and fuck you for thinking about it?
Yeah, Scientology.
Well,
Yeah,
I guess so.
Yeah, I'm on board with that. I'm on board with Scientology.
Yeah, fuck Ron Burgundy.
Praise Xenu.
I think I'm with some. What do they call them when they're people that they don't like?
Oh,
No, I mean, there's like a name for it. Like Scientology people are like
what are they called?
Persons, SPs, I think. So like subversive persons.
Huh.
Something like
Like,
that. Yeah.
you're not supposed to talk to them.
The others, you mean, like
Gentile.
the Gentiles?
The Gentiles.
So if you guys were in the Divergent world, do you guys know that series at all, Divergent? Do you think that you'd be divergent, or do you think you'd fall into one of the categories?
I'd fall into one of the categories.
Which one?
I don't know, where everyone's like just a creepy guy.
I'll be one of them.
I'd be one of them.
Not like now.
There's
I'm
like,
saying,
you took a test. You're with the group of creeps. There's like 4 other guys over there. Like, all
Okay,
right.
the factions are called abnegation, which is like selflessness. So those are like the
What
people
the
like
fuck are you talking about?
I'm talking about Divergent.
The factions.
There's a
the
book
factions of
series.
life.
You're either a Trudy or a Rudy.
Or a Grudy.
The test shows you're a Blair.
I am Rudy.
I am Rudy.
It's the factions of life.
I almost cried at the end when he's like, "We are Rudy."
Oh,
Good movie.
yeah.
That was good.
Probably but you didn't pay attention to the movie, huh?
No,
You
I
saw
saw
that.
the part where he says we are Groot, and then he hugs them, and then he becomes baby Groot.
Yeah. And then they haul him off the field on their shoulders because he made the play.
And they raise the roof.
You know what? I think
raised
what
the Groot.
happened is
His dad hugged him for once.
Well, what happened is that Thanos was gonna kill them all, and then he said, "Well, really, I just want to kill Groot." And then one person stood up and said, "I am Groot." And then someone
Some
else
person
said,
stood up and shut
"I
their
am
tip.
Groot." And then Groot stood up and said, "We are Groot."
And then
They all
Thanos
went-
killed all of them.
And then they won the football game.
I need to rewatch this movie. Anyone else?
I forgot the question.
Believers, non-believers?
Believers in science fiction concepts. Is that what you're saying, Carly? Believe in things that aren't real. Is that what you're
Well,
saying?
they're not necessarily.
What is the
Are
most
they
not real
real?
thing that you
Maybe they're
believe?
real. We don't know.
They're not necessarily fiction.
I don't think I believe in anything anymore like that. Like, seriously, I'm trying to think, like, I don't believe in like heaven or like, aliens or anything.
I don't believe in heaven or aliens.
There's 2 things I don't believe in.
Heaven or aliens. We're all out of heavenly aliens.
Everything else I believe in.
Aliens most certainly exist. I think the question is whether or not we can contact them or they've come to Earth yet.
We cannot, and they have.
I was. All right, that seems a good place to end it. Thank you, listeners and viewers. We appreciate you very much.
Mazel.
Yeah. And if you
Isn't that
enjoy the
what
show
Scientologists say?
and if you enjoy the show and you want to support us, you can do that by going to Patreon. And for just $3 a month, you get full video episodes, bonus content, classic episodes for a low price. But the main thing is you're helping us out. And I lost my fucking train of thought. So do that, $3 a month, get all that stuff, support the show. But we appreciate you just listening to the show wherever you find podcasts, and wherever you do listen. If you wouldn't mind, give us some feedback, ratings, reviews, comments,
Money.
suggestions for stories. The money was
Money.
taken care of in the previous thing.
Also, more money.
Share, subscribe.
I'm talking
You can
about
give
more
us-
extra money.
Yeah, you can give us more than
$13,000.
we do have patrons who give us more than these recommended suggested $3. So
Oh, isn't that sweet?
all we need is one patron to give us $1 million.
A month.
Yes, a month,
What?
and that contribution gets you a bonus episode every 3 to 4 months.
Worth it. God, sorry.
That's, by the way,
We'll
that's
do
going to be
better.
my next burning question. If we as a podcast got $1 million, what would we do with that money?
Stop the
give you
podcast.
I'll give you some time to think about that.
We'd
Kill
finally
the
be
golden
rid of
cow.
this podcast.
Wait. If you don't like us, give us $1 million and we'll quit right now.
See,
I swear
was
to God,
thinking
we'll
of a
keep
plan-
doing this show.
I was thinking of a plan where someone gives us $1 million. We're asking you guys out there to give us $1 million. But so to keep your anonymity of the person who gives us $1 million, we'll continue to ask for $1 million from other people until forever.
Yeah,
I
it's
just want to
like,
hear
We
Rick's
won't tell anybody that it was you.
I mean, that's like the what is it called? The furry conundrum. You know, if someone were to give us $1 million, they probably already would have by now.
Yeah,
also
the Fermi paradox states that if $1 million existed, we'd already have seen it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I shaved my
Oh.
conundrum.
Is that what it's called down there? Conundrum?
It's a math, yeah.
Oh, you horny old sea snake, you.
An enigma wrapped in a riddle.
Aaron Kraft, he is our producer, he is our judge, he's our house band, and you can find more of his music on SoundCloud. He won't tell you about it, but we'll tell you about it. Captain Lovecraft, CAPT period, LOVEKRAFT. New track, possibly on the way at some point.
Yeah, I got a few more hurdles to clear. I got to actually register this one. If you want to make any money off publication, a musical publication, you have to register it with certain people. And I'm going through that process right now,
Okay.
but it's coming soon.
Give him $1 million too,
Yeah.
so we don't have to
After-
share our million.
After us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think Rick has something.
$1 million.
Rick has a show with Lexus Charday called
Oh
Fart
yeah.
Talk.
So you see, I'm floating in between podcasts as we speak. I will one day find my way to this podcast, 123 Jokes, and also my other podcast, Fart Talk with Ricky and Lex. And one day I will return home. So catch me there.
At his home. Well, I may or may not be Jeremy Martinez.
Now I am absolutely and indefinitely Ricardo Leone.
I was Bob Timmons.
My artificial intelligence chip says I'm Carly Kastner.
And I should be Aaron Kraft.
And
But
this,
it's too little on the screen for him to see.
It's a 4-inch screen, Carly.
and that's Aaron Kraft. This has been another episode of
Alternate version of Aaron Kraft. An alternate verse.
from when he didn't change his name. This has been another episode of 123 Jokes.
When I'm on Fart Talk, my name will be Aaron Waft.
Oops.
Uh,